Oh, yes. Can we hear now? Hello? Hello? Yep, I can see. Anyway, well, first minute and a half gone. Try to make it short and brief, but hey, technology somehow Restream just wanted me to. There we go. Oh, yes. Can we hear now? So, anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, I started off saying that I'm not gonna have much time to post this week, so I figured I'd cheat my way through this with some quick brief video posts and going live because it's just easy as that. You just come to sit down, have a beer, talk about anything, and get out in a few minutes. So, cheers. So, today is the start of a new week. It's a new month, and I wanted to talk about some conversation. My son mentioned that in his podcast or Sunday event, and I wanted to talk about SEO magicians, magic, and tricks, and as I call them, the wizards of the woods and the wizards of the mountains. They be promising you all sorts of results, and we know how to crack the algorithm, and we'll you can cheat your way through this, and this is a guaranteed system. Just give us $5,000 because we did all the studies and we studied this, studied that, and this is you get a 2% bonus for using this type of SEO and 3% bonus. It's all BS. It's just all BS. There's only the few pillars of SEO are domain age, high quality programming code, easy to use, which makes it quick. So age of domain, you're not really going to influence that too much, and I'll get into that a little bit. What I've seen over the 20 years of experience I have, and then getting into conversations with people here on LinkedIn who read some blog post and said, "Oh well, I read someplace that a 2,000 word blog post works," because I've seen a whole study on it. I'm like, yes, I'm sure it does in certain instances, but if the other 100 KPIs work in favor of that, then yes, that post will rank very well. But if it was only a 600 word, it would probably do just as well. It's just the number of words does not make a decision. Anyway, so we got domain age, we got speed, which is coding and stuff, and we got quality. Can you tell quality? People stay to read your shit. Simple as that. Have you ever seen anybody tell you, I really read this 2,000 word essay on a product, and it really made me buy it? Yeah, there are a few exceptions. I know that, but generally, everyone I've spoken with in my life just pretty much says, "Yeah, no, I look at it. If I look at a website, if they have a lot of posts on it and everything is on spot, on topic, I'll read the few first, if maybe a paragraph, maybe beyond, but I kind of get the gist that I know that what they're talking about seem legit. I go on and look what they have to offer at what price. That's the next decision. But the SEO wizards will be telling you, oh no, see, this word here is important because when you do this here and you switch this, and then the whole thing about backlinks, and I mean, they just explain to you their magical strategy on how to rank guaranteed number one on Google. I mean, I studied it, I did a lot of it. And it's about also volume of the text, if it correlates with what the topic you have. But again, that goes back to quality. So there's only three things that you got to follow: age, and you ain't going to cheat that because once you register a domain, you're not going to get a 12-year-old domain right away, because when you register a brand new one, you're going to have to wait 12 years before you can get that domain. So that's why you could buy old domains. But people buy that all the time. So that way you get the age, and if the domain previously had something to do with your domain or with your industry, you'll be fine. Just don't listen to people telling you all sorts of these secrets to crack. And the worst of all is the SEO for YouTube. SEO for YouTube. YouTube doesn't have an SEO. YouTube is a performance based platform. So that's how I get from SEO into other social media platforms. But just age, speed, content, quality content. People will go in and read. I mean, I read a page one time, actually beat my a website that beat my text and stuff, where I was looking like, I want to rank for this, and let me see. And I found a page that I forget if it was Instant Estate or something, where I owned that word for a while. But I think I forget what the topic was, but it was something along with they were trying to sell some product or something, but they used the text. They had a page, and this is, you never do this. This is like, if anybody from SEO will ever tell you, like, this is not what you do. You're not supposed to mislead or cheat people. Well, they had the first paragraph, which corresponded with what I was trying to rank for in the life insurance industry. And then after the first paragraph and a half, they switched into selling some plots of land in wherever. I don't know, South America or someplace. I don't know. It was like a unrelated, completely unrelated text to what the headline was. But that's SEO. SEO, you have to define what you're doing in the first, let's say, first couple of words, sentences, and paragraphs, and that's what the that's what the algorithm of SEO will, the robot crawler, that's what it'll index. And it says, okay, yeah, this is this. And then the fact that the other 1,500 words were on a completely different topic, it didn't matter. It still ranked number one on that because the first two paragraphs ranked, and then they switched it. And so, like, yeah, the whole structure was gone. And guess why? Because I was studying it. I says, okay, well, okay, this is on the topic, but the rest of half the page is like completely senseless. And I looked at it, and the domain was 13 years old. So if that's the age. I was like, has it was completely anti SEO page and against all the rules. It breaks all the rules. At that point, I was like, everything you ever learn, you can just forget. It's about the domain age, and it's about volume and relativity. Because same way, like your posts on LinkedIn, your YouTube videos, you're gonna have retention rate. How long people will, because social media platforms, they go on by screen time. So, you know, the longer you keep your content, the longer your content keeps your people keeps your the visitors or readers, engagers, users stuck to their or glued to their TV screen, the better your content will perform. And the same thing with the websites. It's just the same way. Google measures how long people stay on your website, and the longer they stay, that means the happier they are with your content. And so then after that, yeah, your page will go up. And how you do that, you could do it with 600 pages, 600 word blogs. Just make 30 of them, link them together, make them interesting. And say in one article, you say, well, and here's another article relative to this. And if you want to know more about this topic, you go here, and you keep them on your website. But magic formulas with making long text, it's kind of like backlinks. Backlinks don't work for 10 years. I've been saying that. I've just look at John Mueller's text from Google, and people tell you, oh, well, it's 3% better if you do this. How do you know? Well, because my content, well, how many followers do you have? What's your percentage of success? What's your click through rate? What's your retention rate? What's your screen time that for example, LinkedIn doesn't give you any of this information. YouTube is much better. So if you want to learn good SEO, yes, look at the way YouTube processes and analyzes its content, and it will give you this data, and you could work with that. And similarly, it works on the SEO part as well for the Google search engine. But other than that, don't use no magic. Age, quality programming, good content. Quality, quality, quality. two qualities and one age. That's what'll get you. So stop believing these lies and, oh, well, we have the quick route to hell. Here's $1,000 and leave me alone. Instead of buying your program for 5,000, just give the guy some money and let him go. So don't be fooled. Focus on quality. Quality rules everything. Quality equals screen time. I'm out of here. See you tomorrow, maybe.